Hi everyone, welcome to day 8 of my 12 Days of Interactive December Dailies video series. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for more process videos and find me on Instagram for more December daily inspiration. Today I'm working on day 16 of my December daily album, and I'm going to be showing you how to create this kind of layered skyline page that opens up this way and opens up this way as well. And this was inspired by, I was cleaning up my room and I found this bookmark that I got from Barcelona that shows kind of like a layered skyline effect with the different buildings that they had there. So I was inspired to create this page with some of the winter scenery. And this is documenting my Christmas tree that I have here. And I can't believe that I almost forgot to include my Christmas tree in my December daily album. But there you have it. If you'd like to learn how to make this page, then just keep watching. I've already done a bit of cutting and scoring of my papers off camera. So this piece measures 8 3/8 of an inch by 9 3/4. And what I've done is I've scored at 5 inches here, as well as this is 4 1/4 inches away from that fold. So this would be 5 inches plus 4 1/4 is 9 1/4 inches. And I've just accordion folded that, like so. So we're going to need another piece. And this is 4 1/4 inches by 8 3/8 of an inch. So this is the same size as this middle section in here. So what we're going to do is apply score tape onto this flap here so that this can adhere onto there and this can fold out like an accordion fold. So I'm just using my 3/8 inch score tape. So we have our spine piece here that will punch holes in, and this folds out like so. The next thing that I'm going to do is take these dies. So these are from Altenew, and these are called the mountain set. I made a card with this die set recently, and it turned out really nice, so I thought it would turn out nice on this as well. So we're going to be positioning the dies so that they kind of go at an angle down this page in a slope. So I'm going to be running it through the die cutting machine like that, so that when the accordion folds, you'll get kind of like these layers of different backgrounds. So I'm going to put the video on pause and be right back. Alright, so there we have our finished piece. Now, it was a bit interesting trying to run this through the die cutting machine because my die cutting machine is only, the platform is only about this wide. So I had to kind of like place my paper down and then put the die kind of strategically in the corner here and then shut it closed so that it could only cut down the back portion and then kind of maneuver my way around, but I managed to do that just fine. And so now I have this piece that when I fold, it layers to create kind of like a mountain type scenery. It did create some strange marks on my paper here, but I'm going to be matting it with photos and pattern papers anyway, so I'm not really concerned about that. Next, we're going to be doing some ink blending. So usually I do use my Holtz glass media mat, however it's upstairs and covered with all sorts of crafty things. So when my media mat isn't available, I like to just use like a page protector and put some white cardstock in it, and that creates like a smooth surface that can easily be used for ink blending. So I'm going to be using this Altenew ink cube. This is called Desert Night. And the color goes really well with this album that I'm using for this page is going to be going into this album. And I have one of these blending brushes from, I think, scrapbook.com to help me blend the edges of the page. So whenever I do my ink blending, I like to start off the page and blend in a circular motion towards my page here. So just lightly. A couple of quick tips about ink blending. So you notice that I'm just doing small circular motions and I'm starting from the non-stick mat or whatever slick surface you're using to blend. And that's just because if you start your brush on the page, it'll create some harsh lines that are a bit harder to blend out. So you'll notice whenever I have new ink on my blending brush, I always start on the mat and blend in towards my page. And just like a light hand would do it, you don't need to go super hard on this. Here I'm just wiping off my non-stick surface here, just to make sure that none of the ink transfers when I flip over this page. I've also just flipped it onto the other side because the paper towel was a bit wet, so the pocket was a bit wet as well. And here I'm just doing the same thing on the other side of the page. You'll also notice that when I'm ink blending on a different section of the page, and I have to move the page onto the sheet protector that I have here, I'm actually moving it down so that the page never overlaps with some of the ink that you can see I have on the sheet protector. Another tip is that if you notice any stray ink marks on your page, like let's say if you accidentally touch the ink pad and then you touch the page with your dirty fingers, you can always use this Tombow Mono sanding eraser to try to sand away the mistakes. And it works fairly well if you have like light ink stains or if you have just small areas of mistakes. All right, so that finishes up my ink blending. I'm going to be printing my photos and I will be right back. So I'm back with some photos and some journaling that I typed up. These were typed on, this is a notepad that came in the Cocoa Daisy Cranberry Rose collection, and this was one of their free printables. And I do have some stickers here as well from Cocoa Daisy, as well as this one was from Kelly Perky. And these are some stickers from Tim Holtz. So I'm just going to fast forward and put this page together. So here I'm deciding that I want to use some of the leftover snowflake stickers that I have to cover up some of the ink stains that I wasn't able to sand off with my eraser, and that worked really well because when you fold the page over you can kind of see the snowflakes peeking out, which gives you a hint that there's something underneath, and so that worked well for me. I'm just making sure that when I fold the page over that I don't really see the photo. While I'm taping these down, let me know in the comments below if you find this process useful to include in videos. I usually don't include me putting down my photos and picking out my embellishments and stickers because it sometimes takes me forever to decide which stickers I want to put on, as you will see later on in this video. But if you find it helpful, then I can definitely still include that in my future videos. I did pick out a couple of these adhesive die cut pieces from the Cocoa Daisy memory keeping kits, and here I'm just trying to decide where I want to put these pieces. They are adhesive backed, but sometimes the backing takes a while to come off, which is why I struggle for a bit here. And here is where I take forever to decide what stickers and what pocket cards I want on this page. So I start off with some of the stickers from the Christmas kit, and decide they're not for me. And then I'm pulling out these, the memory keeping sticker sheets and then some pocket cards as well from the pocket memory keeping kit, as well as the Christmas bonus kit from Cocoa Daisy. And I'm just seeing if I want to put one of those translucent stickers that have quotes on them. I end up deciding that I want to use pocket cards instead of stickers. And here I'm going through every single pocket card that I have in this kit and seeing which ones go well together. And this is why it takes me forever to decide what decorative elements that I like to use. You'll see that I keep coming back to that card that says Joy to the World with the trees on the bottom, as well as the Peace on Earth card with the snowflake background. And that's just because I liked that the Joy to the World card, the bottom of the trees matches the bottom of my journaling card that I have on my next page. So I just wanted that to be consistent, and the snowy background kind of helped complete the feeling of like a cold winter skyline. And here I'm just pulling out some enamel dots from the Cocoa Daisy kit, and I'm deciding where to place them. I usually like to put them in clusters of 3 with varying sizes and varying colors. You'll notice I did tape the Peace on Earth card upside down, but that's just because I wanted more of that blue background to show, and it actually worked a bit better when I had it upside down. Alright, so that's my finished page. I almost forgot to include a spot for my number for the day. So as usual, I have the Elle Studio label step set that I stamped a label onto, and then I have the Cocoa Daisy golden puffy number stickers. And so I just shifted this one journaling card a bit to make room for that label, which meant that I then had enough space to add some more of those lovely glitter enamel dots. So this opens like so, and here I talk about one of the ornaments on my tree. And this opens as well, and this is talking about how I chose this one tree for this year. So I hope you enjoyed that process video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to subscribe and give this a thumbs up. And thanks for watching.